inheriting the remarkably beautiful, phenomenally pristine beach, keeping the most valuable lessons comfortably within our reach. Our bloodlines contain an incredibly noble, deeply resilient trace, projecting a remarkably dignified, phenomenally unshakable grace. We do not require diamonds to validate our undeniable self-worth. We are the legitimate, highly respected inheritors of this earth.
The vast ocean serves flawlessly as a protective, magnificent moat, standing incredibly tall inside my remarkably humble woven coat. Wealth is entirely measured by the deeply unified, strong community, rejecting the incredibly toxic, highly divisive global disunity. Palm trees act perfectly as our spectacularly tall green flags, refusing to be defined by our historically torn, impoverished race. Pastors standing straight, masters of our fate, dignity is shown, sitting on the throne. Island royalty commanding respect without needing a violent sword. Speaking in a phenomenally beautified sovereigns of this remarkably beautiful, magnificent archipelago, carrying our incredible pride everywhere we physically choose to go. True kings and queens serve their people with an absolute devotion, governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Passing down profound wisdom instead of meaningless paper currency, addressing the community issues with a deeply compassionate urgency. Elders are treated remarkably like the highest supreme diplomats, sitting comfortably up on the intricately woven traditional floor mats. Our majestic lineage is phenomenally recorded in the coastal sand, protecting the absolute integrity of our highly sacred native land.
Holding my chin incredibly high despite the heavy historical trial, greeting the incredibly harsh world with a phenomenally warm smile. The mountains are remarkably sturdy, entirely natural fortress. I am a fiercely independent, highly educated, phenomenal sorceress. Respect is an incredibly vital currency that must be correctly earned, applying the phenomenally difficult lessons that we deeply learned. Postures standing straight, masters of our fate, dignity is shown, sitting on the throne. Island royalty commanding respect without needing a violent sword. Speaking in a phenomenally unified, beautified sovereigns of this remarkably beautiful, magnificent archipelago, carrying our incredible pride everywhere we physically choose to go. True kings and queens serve their people with an absolute devotion, governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Our remarkably royal blood, we have miraculously survived the incredibly massive historical flood. Let our absolute nobility shine brightly through our everyday action, remaining completely immune to the incredibly petty global distraction. Crown your mind, rule your heart, respect without needing a violent sword.
governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Rain, rain, forever, island span, royalty of the sand. Inheriting the remarkably beautiful, phenomenally pristine beach, keeping the most valuable lessons comfortably within our reach. Our bloodlines contain an incredibly noble, deeply resilient trace, projecting a remarkably dignified, phenomenally unshakable grace. We do not require diamonds to validate our undeniable self-worth. We are the legitimate, highly respected inheritors of this earth.
The vast ocean serves flawlessly as our protective,
magnificent moat, standing incredibly tall inside my remarkably humble woven coat.
wealth
is entirely measured by the deeply unified, strong community, rejecting the incredibly toxic, highly divisive global disunity.
palm trees
Act perfectly as our spectacularly tall green flags, refusing to be defined by our historically torn, impoverished rags. Sitting cross-legged upon the fallen mossy timber log, surrounded completely by the thick descending evening fog, singing softly without needing an amplified microphone, revealing a beautifully raw and deeply vulnerable tone. Sparks are drifting lazily toward the starry canopy, experiencing a moment of pure, unplugged humanity.
tuning the wooden pegs until the pitch is crystal clear, creating a remarkably safe comfort fear. No tangled cables or electronic pedals on the ground, relying entirely upon this organic,
Stripped down sound, fingertips developing calluses from the heavy steel string, remembering the exact reason why we initially chose to sing. Wood begins to ash, no superficial flash, voices harmonize underneath the skies. A crystal flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring. Stripped of the heavy production in the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes. Let the unamplified vibration resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest.
passing the battered instrument to the incredibly talented friend, hoping this magnificent private concert will never end. Harmonicas whining sweetly in a minor bluesy key, unlocking a profound internal emotional degree. Shadows are dancing
Playfully against the tall pine trees, feeling a refreshing, remarkably gentle midnight breeze, snapping our fingers perfectly onto the offbeat rhythm, shining our genuine talent through a transparent prism, clapping our hands to provide the necessary percussion, engaging in the wood begins to ash. No superficial flash.
Voices harmonize underneath the skies.
Acoustic flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring.
Stripped of the heavy production in the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes.
Let the unamplified vibration resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest. Electricity is completely unnecessary when the soul is bright. We are capturing the pure essence of this starry night. Let the organic frequencies heal the complicated mind, leaving the highly manufactured artificial world behind. Strum the chord, hum the tune, sing it loud to the moon. Acoustic flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring.
Stripped of the heavy production in the studio disguise,
Staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes.
let the unamplified vibration
Resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest. Fire dies down, embers fade. Beautiful music we have made.
plucking the overripe harvest directly from the drooping branch. Standing alone upon this incredibly quiet, isolated ranch. Sticky nectar staining my fingertips a deep, vibrant pink, giving me entirely too much uninterrupted time to think.
The orchard is overflowing
With a phenomenally sweet aroma, sinking deeply into a lethargic, highly emotional coma.
Yeah. Sitting silently upon a splintered wooden rocking chair, missing the beautiful companion who previously was there. Flies are buzzing constantly around the fallen, rotting crop, wishing this relentless, agonizing heartbreak would stop. Biting into the flesh, but it only tastes like profound regret. Trying incredibly hard to move forward
And simply forget. Basket is full, heart feels the pull, sugar and pain, crying in vain. Guava blues singing a melancholy agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with the highly bitter tear, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful, but my soul is completely starved. Looking at your initials that we permanently carved.
Yeah. Baking no traditional pie, but having nobody to share a slice. Paying an incredibly steep, emotionally devastating price. The kitchen is completely silent except for the ticking clock, staring aimlessly at the highly secure brass door lock. Even the brightest summer day feels exceptionally bleak, losing the comforting energy that I constantly seek. Preserving the fruit inside a collection of tightly sealed jars, gazing upward at the remarkably indifferent twinkling stars. Wiping my damn forehead with the checkered cotton sleeve, still struggling to process why you decided to leave. The soil is fertile, but my internal spirit is completely dry. Letting out an incredibly long, exhausted and heavy sigh. Basket is full, heart feels the pull, sugar and pain, crying in vain. Guava blues singing a melancholic agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with the highly bitter tear, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful, but my soul is completely starved. Looking at your initials that we permanently carved. Properly sweeten a broken vow. I am entirely consumed by this agonizing sadness now. Let the unpicked fruit fall softly onto the overgrown weed. I am lacking the essential romantic nourishment I need. Taste the sweet, feel the sting. Empty porch, broken ring. Guava blues singing a melancholic agricultural song. Wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with the highly bitter tear, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful, but my soul is completely starved. Looking at your initials that we permanently carved. Sun goes down, orchard sleeps. Lonely farmer softly weeps. Calculating incredibly complex interstellar trajectories, unlocking the deepest, most profound galactic mysteries, engaging the hyperdrive mechanism to warp through time, leaving the conventional three-dimensional reality behind. Nebulas bursting brightly with a spectacular purple hue, discovering an entirely different alternative cosmic view. Twisting the frequency knobs upon the massive control panel, broadcasting our message across a highly classified channel. Asteroid fields completely bypassed by our sonic radar, navigating smoothly around the gravitational pull of the star.
Our spaceship is powered solely by a vibrating low frequency, fulfilling our absolute predetermined magnificent sequence. Engines hum future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move.
Holographic projections displaying the distant constellation, approaching the beautifully illuminated final destination. Quantum leaping effortlessly across the vast empty void, dodging the dangerously erratic incoming
rocky meteoroid. Baselines are communicating with the alien civilizations, forming completely unprecedented interplanetary relations. Teleporting our consciousness into the digital mainframe, realizing that the concept of gravity is merely a game. Satellites transmitting our revolutionary upbeat rhythm, processing the audio through a highly advanced prism. Time is completely relative when you travel at this speed, fulfilling an ancient, futuristic, and profound cosmic engines humming low, through the wormhole go, galaxies align. Perfectly move. Past and present are simultaneously colliding in this place. We are infinite beings exploring the outer limits of space. Let the reverberation carry us to the edge of infinity, embracing the ultimate realization of our dub divinity.
System check, warp speed. Destination set.
Fulfill the need of destiny, propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow. Leaving behind all the terrestrial, mundane, earthly sorrow. Riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride. Predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move. Echo fades, stars blur. We become what we were. Tiny seeds blowing across the heavily polluted intersection, finding the miraculous, unlikely space for pure perfection. Sprouting bravely through the cracks of the industrial pavement, defying the heavy machinery and the urban enslavement. Reaching upward toward the sliver of available sunlight, fighting a remarkably quiet, incredibly persistent fight.
Smog is choking the heavily congested metropolitan air, but this botanical miracle is growing entirely without despair. Pedestrians are stepping blindly over the vibrant yellow petals, a fragile organism surviving amidst the cold, rusted metal, drinking the oily, contaminated runoff from the gutter, making the cynical, hardened city dwellers quietly mutter. Roots pushed down under the town stem, stand straight, conquering fate. Concrete flower blooming miraculously in the rigid zone, proving that true beauty can absolutely grow from stone, standing out brilliantly against the monotonous gray skyline, offering a profoundly inspiring, wonderfully biological sign. Resilience is woven directly into your microscopic cellular core, opening an impossible, previously locked natural door. Bulldozers threatening to flatten the developing delic belief, but your mere existence provides a monumental visual relief, vibrating gently whenever the subterranean subway trains pass. A tiny oasis of life consisting of a single blade of grass, ignoring the toxic fumes emitting from the exhaust pipe, waiting patiently until the exact moment is completely right. Monochrome landscapes desperately need your fluorescent hue, showing the neighborhood something incredibly fresh and new, surviving the harsh freezing fogs to the bitter midwinter, acting as a tiny yet incredibly powerful biological splinter. Nature will continuously find a clever, unconventional way, paving over the earth will only work for a temporary day. Your roots push down under the town stem, stand straight, conquering fate. Concrete flower blooming miraculously in the rigid zone, proving that true beauty can absolutely grow from stone, standing out brilliantly against the monotonous gray skyline, offering a profoundly inspiring, wonderfully biological sign. Resilience is woven directly into your microscopic cellular core, opening an impossible, previously locked natural door. The earth, we are witnessing a quiet, incredibly spectacular rebirth. Even the harshest environment harbors a hidden, soft grace, occupying this extremely hostile, incredibly unlikely space. Push through, reach high, ignore the gray, touch the sky. Concrete flowers blooming miraculously in the rigid zone, proving that true beauty can absolutely grow from stone, standing out brilliantly against the monotonous gray skyline, offering a profoundly inspiring, wonderfully biological sign. Resilience is woven directly into your microscopic
leaping effortlessly across the massive falling log, emerging stealthily from the dense morning fog, pulsing with the feral, deeply instinctual energy, unleashing a terrifying, beautiful, raw synergy. Claws extending sharply to grip the slippery moss, proving completely who is the undeniable boss.
Howling loudly at the crescent glowing lunar sphere, operating entirely without the concept of fear. Muscles contracting rapidly in a synchronized flex, engaging in a ritual that is remarkably complex.
Pouncing suddenly upon the unsuspecting target, leaving the domesticated, civilized life to forget. Heartbeats racing fast, inhibitions cast, animal inside, nowhere left to hide. Savage groove dictating every single physical move, having absolutely nothing left to formally prove. Sweating profusely while swinging from the highest vine, blurring the human and the biological boundary line, surrendering entirely to the chaotic primal beat, stomping the forest floor with incredibly wild feet.
Roaring powerfully to establish dominance today, scaring the weaker, cowardly competitors away. Camouflage perfectly among the vibrant green leaves, stealing the momentum like a pack of cunning thieves. Adrenaline pumping forcefully through the bulging vein, releasing the ferocious beats from its rusty chain.
Shedding the restrictive garments of polite society, embracing this wonderful chaotic notoriety, biting into the metaphorical juicy forbidden fruit, following the ancient ancestral biological route, panting heavily from the intense acrobatic exertion, enjoying this spectacular uninhibited diversion. Heartbeats racing fast, inhibitions cast, animal inside, nowhere left to hide. Savage groove dictating every single physical move, having absolutely nothing left to formally prove. Sweating profusely while swinging from the highest vine, blurring the human and the biological boundary line, surrendering entirely to the chaotic primal beat, stomping the forest floor with incredibly wild feet. Logic is completely useless inside the deep wild. Revert immediately to the untamed feral child. Let the aggressive tempo manipulate your spine. Drink deeply from the jungle's intoxicating wine. Breathe deep, let it out, show your teeth, scream and shout. Savage groove dictating every single physical move, having absolutely nothing left to formally prove. Sweating profusely while swinging from the highest vine, blurring the human and the biological boundary line, surrendering entirely to the chaotic primal beat, stomping the forest floor with incredibly wild feet. Beats away, jungle shake, savage rhythm never breaks. Beats away, jungle shake, savage rhythm never breaks. Walking through the glowing avenues of holographic light, bypassing the facial recognition cameras of the night. Uploading conscious algorithms straight into the mainframe, refusing to participate within the simulated game. Billboards flashing heavily with artificial corporate smiles, downloading the ancient wisdom from the hidden encrypted files. Plugging my connector directly into the underground grid, uncovering the ugly truths the politicians proudly hid.
Typing out a revolutionary code upon the keyboard, dismantling the power of the technological overload. Optical fibers transmitting the heavily rebellious spark, illuminating the incredibly oppressive cybernetic dark.
Pixels start to blend, signals that we send, matrix starts to crack. We are taking back neon Zion, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving a monumental, unprecedented online liberty.
Drones are patrolling the heavily restricted upper airspace, but they cannot eradicate the human spirit from this place. Broadcasting a pirate radio signal through the firewall, watching the incredibly massive tech monopoly empire fall, encrypting the passwords to unlock the universal truth, inspiring the heavily marginalized
Cyberpunk youth avatars are marching proudly down the virtual boulevard, evading the incredibly strict robotic security guard. Metallic hearts are beating with the surprisingly warm pulse, rejecting a societal programming that feels deeply false, wiring our collective consciousness into a singular node, walking courageously down this newly illuminated road. Pixels start to blend, signals that we send, matrix starts to crack. We are taking back neon Zion, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving monumental, unprecedented online liberty. Machinery will absolutely never replicate the human soul. We are retaining our magnificent biological control. Let the servers overheat and let the monitors completely fry. Our organic destiny is written boldly across the real sky. Hack the core, cut the wire, neon dreams catching fire. Neon fire, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry. Sparks are flying wildly from the massive roaring bonfire, igniting my incredibly passionate and volcanic desire. Twirling my colorful ruffled skirt upon the sandy coast, becoming the most exuberant and hospitable party host. Hips are swaying rapidly to the incredibly infectious groove, commanding absolutely everybody in the vicinity to move.
Blowing loudly into the traditional carved wooden shell, casting an overwhelmingly joyful syrupy spell. Pouring out the highly flammable fermented sugar cane rum, banging aggressively upon the tightly stretched leather drum.
Lava is metaphorically flowing from the mountain peak. Ooh, this is the specific thrilling adrenaline that we deeply see. Embers glow so bright, illuminating night. Carnival is loud, dancing in the crowd. Tropical fire erupting with a spectacularly blazing heat, stomping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring, quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent, energetic fiesta going on.
Fireworks are exploding brilliantly across the starry sky, watching the illuminated paper lanterns gracefully fly. Sweat is glistening radiantly upon my heavily tattooed chest, putting our incredible physical stamina to the ultimate test. Juggling the flaming torches with the terrifying absolute skill, experiencing a phenomenally unmatched
Magnificent thrill. Yeah, barefoot stepping boldly right beside the glowing red coals, connecting deeply with our intensely passionate, fiery souls. Brass sections are blasting a wildly syncopated, crazy tune, partying relentlessly underneath the glowing tropical moon. Salsa and reggae combining in a beautifully chaotic blend, hoping this spectacular evening will absolutely never end. Embers glow so bright, illuminating night. Carnival is loud, dancing in the crowd. Tropical fire erupting with a spectacularly blazing heat, stopping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring, quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent, energetic fiesta going on. Energetic fiesta going on. Hey, let the flames consume all the negativity and the stress. Embrace this wildly beautiful, highly joyful mess. Ashes will eventually scatter across the beautiful blue bay, but the memory of this inferno will permanently stay.
shake it fast.
Burn it up, raise the flame, fill the cup. Tropical fire erupting with a spectacularly blazing heat, stomping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring, quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent, energetic fiesta. Flames go out, sun comes up, tropical heat never stop. rolling down the tinted windows on the coastal highway drive, feeling incredibly grateful simply to be breathing and alive. The July sunshine is melting all my heavy accumulated guilt, dismantling the tall defensive walls that I previously built, forgiving the past lovers who completely broke my fragile trust, leaving all the bitter resentment permanently in the roadside dust.
August heat is sweating out the incredibly toxic negative thought, realizing the phenomenally valuable lessons that my failures taught. Watching the seagulls die spectacularly into the sparkling bay, knowing that my monumental mistakes are finally washed away.
Ice cubes are melting rapidly inside my tall, refreshing glass, watching the incredibly beautiful, optimistic scenery roll past. Solstice brings the heat, making life complete. Winter is erased, bitterness replaced. Summer redemption, clearing the slate under the blazing blue sky, refusing to spend another moment wondering exactly how I, basking in the incredibly warm, phenomenally healing solar ray, letting the gentle coastal breeze completely blow the pain away. This Pacific season offers a spectacular, unmerited second chance, inviting my deeply scarred soul to a wonderfully joyful new dance.
Yo, parking the convertible directly up on the soft white sand, walking confidently forward without needing to hold a hand. The thermometer is rising, but my temper is completely cool, graduating successfully from the incredibly harsh societal school.
Sunflowers are turning their yellow faces toward the massive light. Everything that was previously wrong is finally feeling entirely right.
Applying the Susan aloe vera onto my previously burned skin, ready to let the next incredibly beautiful chapter finally begin. Taking a phenomenally deep, remarkably cleansing lung full of air, removing the incredibly heavy, unnecessary burdens I used to bear.
Laughing loudly at the incredibly silly things I used to deeply fear, recognizing that my emotional vision is now spectacularly clear. Solstice brings the heat, making life complete. Winter is erased, bitterness replaced. Summer redemption, clearing the slate under the blazing blue sky, refusing to spend another moment wondering exactly how I, basking in the incredibly warm, phenomenally healing solar ray, letting the gentle coastal breeze completely blow the pain away. This Pacific season offers a spectacular, unmerited second chance, inviting my deeply scarred soul to a wonderfully joyful new dance. Seasons consistently changing, so do our incredibly complex minds, leaving the freezing, isolating, and punishing darkness far behind. Let the glorious equinox reset your entirely damaged, weary heart, granting you a spectacularly beautiful, remarkably fresh new start.
Soak it in, feel the sun.
Pain is over, life's begun. Summer redemption, clearing the slate under the blazing blue sky, refusing to spend another moment wondering exactly how or why, basking in the incredibly warm, phenomenally healing solar ray, harvest directly from the drooping branch. Standing alone upon this incredibly quiet, isolated ranch. Sticky nectar staining my fingertips, a deep, vibrant pink, giving me entirely too much uninterrupted time to think. The orchard is overflowing with a phenomenally sweet aroma, sinking deeply into a lethargic, highly emotional coma.
Sitting silently upon a splintered wooden rocking chair, missing a beautiful companion who previously was there. Flies are buzzing constantly around the fallen, rotting crop, wishing this relentless, agonizing heartbreak would stop biting into the flesh. But it only tastes like profound regret, trying incredibly hard to move forward and simply forget. Basket is full, heart feels the pull, sugar and pain, crying in vain. Guava blue singing a melancholy agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with the highly bitter tea, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful, but my soul is completely starved. Looking at your initials that we permanently carved, baking a traditional pie, but having nobody to share a slice, paying an incredibly steep, emotionally devastating price. The kitchen is completely silent except for the ticking clock, staring aimlessly at the highly secure brass door lock. Even the brightest summer day feels exceptionally bleak, losing the comforting energy that I constantly seek. Preserving the food inside a collection of tightly sealed jars, gazing upward at the remarkably indifferent twinkling stars, wiping my damp forehead with the checkered cotton sleeve, still struggling to process why you decided to leave. The soil is fertile, but my internal spirit is completely dry, letting out an incredibly long, exhausted and heavy sigh. Basket is full, heart feels the pull, sugar and pain, crying in vain. Guava blue singing a melancholy agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with a highly bitter tear, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful, but my soul is completely starved. Looking at your initials that we permanently carved. No amount of sugar can properly sweeten a broken vow. I am entirely consumed by this agonizing sadness now. Let the unpicked fruit fall softly onto the overgrown weed. I am lacking the essential romantic nourishment I need. Taste the sweet, feel the sting, empty porch, broken ring. Oh, I'm guava blue singing a melancholic agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with the highly bitter tear, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere.
initials that we permanently carve. Sun goes down, orchard sleeps, lowly farm softly weeps.
Oh da 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 da, yeah. Yeah. Ascending the concrete staircase, ascending the concrete staircase like a rightful queen, commanding the attention of the entire local scene. Wearing cheap jewelry that sparkles like genuine ice, paying the ultimate, undeniable, heavy street price. Ruling the intersection with a fierce, uncompromising grace, claiming authority in this marginalized, forgotten place.
Sitting proudly upon the discarded mattress throne, defending the territory that we officially own, building empires from the rubble and the broken brick, learning every clever, resourceful survival trick, disregarding the systemic attempts to keep us down, polishing the edges of my invisible heavy crown.
Royalty in the slum, hear the marching drum. Poverty breeds kings, watch the ghetto sing. Ghetto majesty shining brightly through the neighborhood, proving our absolute worth and doing incredible good, turning the impoverished struggle into pure, solid gold. Stories of our resilience will permanently be told. Nobility exists despite the lack of a bank account, overcoming obstacles in a massive, staggering amount.
Holding court beside the glowing corner bodega, operating smoother than an imported classic Sega, counseling the youngsters who admire my confident strut, escaping the cyclical, predictable societal rut. Respect is the only currency that truly matters here, conquering the deeply ingrained generational fear.
Draping myself in fabrics bought from the thrift store, demanding equality and knocking down the closed door. Elegance cannot be purchased by the wealthy elite. It is organically cultivated directly on the street, raising my chin to project a phenomenal pride, having absolutely nothing shameful left to hide. Royalty in the slum, hear the marching drum. Poverty breeds kings, watch the ghetto sing. Ghetto majesty shining brightly through the neighborhood, proving our absolute worth and doing incredible good, turning the impoverished struggle into pure, solid gold. Stories of our resilience will permanently be told. Nobility exists despite the lack of a bank account, overcoming obstacles in a massive, staggering amount. Shatter and fall, but our brick foundations will outlast them all. Sovereignty belongs to the brave, resilient heart, tearing the oppressive, unfair hierarchy apart. Stand tall,
rule the block with perfect grace. Ghetto majesty shining brightly through the neighborhood, proving our absolute worth and doing incredible good, turning the impoverished struggle into pure solid gold. Stories of our resilience will permanently be told. Nobility exists despite the lack of a bank account, overcoming obstacles in a massive, staggering amount. Long live the street king. Hear the choir loudly sing. Walking barefoot toward the waterline, wearing a linen robe, seeking profound forgiveness across the entire terrestrial globe. The congregation gathering slowly underneath the breaking dawn, watching the darkest, most terrifying shadows be withdrawn, confessing my heavenly burden, transgressions to the rising tide, having absolutely zero terrible secrets remaining left to hide.
The elderly preacher raising his hands toward the morning sky, wiping a deeply emotional, miraculous tear from his right eye, stepping courageously into the shockingly cold, cleansing foam, finally discovering my ultimate, deeply spiritual, eternal home, immersing my entire body beneath the highly restorative wave, leaving my destructive habits inside a metaphorical, watery grave. Hallelujah ring, hear the choir sing, wade into the deep, promises we keep. Soulful shore where the Holy Spirit meets the grainy sand, guided mercifully by a remarkably powerful, invisible hand, washing the accumulated stains completely from my weary soul, making my fragmented, deeply broken existence utterly whole, baptized beautifully within the magnificent, endless blue, emerging from the water, phenomenally purified and brand new. Tambourines rattling joyfully among the celebrating crowd, testifying my incredible, redemptive journey, exceptionally loud. The salty water mixing perfectly with my overwhelming tears, eradicating decades of incredibly heavy, paralyzing fears, prizing the ultimate creator for this magnificent second chance, engaging in a wildly passionate, highly spiritual, holy dance. Sopranos hitting the unbelievably high, magnificent notes, graces overflowing beautifully from our liberated throats, the rising sun casting a highly radiant golden divine beam, realizing the salvation is absolutely not a temporary dream, leaving incredibly heavy baggage permanently on the beach. Heaven is finally resting comfortably within my physical reach. Hallelujah ring, hear the choir sing, wade into the deep, promises we keep.
serves as a miraculously vast baptismal font,
providing every single spiritual necessity
we could ever want.
Step out of the darkness and walk
Directly into the holy light,
ending the agonizing,
incredibly long and spiritually dark night. Wash it away, cleanse the mind. Oh yeah, leave the sin far behind. Soulful shore where the Holy Spirit meets the grainy sand. Meets the grainy sand, guided mercifully by a remarkably powerful invisible hand. Oh, washing the accumulated stains completely from my weary soul, making my fragmented, deeply broken existence utterly whole. Baptized beautifully within the magnificent, endless blue, emerging from the water, phenomenally purified and brand new. Amen. Walk out clean. Whoa, whoa. Most beautiful dawn ever seen. Walking barefoot toward the waterline, wearing a linen robe, seeking profound forgiveness across the entire terrestrial globe. The congregation gathering slowly underneath the breaking dawn, watching the darkest, most terrifying shadows be withdrawn, confessing my heavily burdened transgressions to the rising tide, having absolutely zero terrible secrets remaining left to hide.
The elderly preacher raising his hands toward the morning sky, wiping a deeply emotional, miraculous tear from his right eye, stepping courageously into the shockingly cold, cleansing foam, finally discovering my ultimate, deeply spiritual, eternal home. Immersing my entire body beneath the highly restorative wave.
Cooking the barren, cracked earth, questioning the ultimate value of this arid birth, wandering blindly through the suffocating dusty haze, trapped forever inside an endless fiery maze. Mirages shimmering falsely upon the baked terrain, praying desperately for a single drop of cooling rain.
Vultures circling high above the sweltering heat, dragging my exhausted, deeply blistered feet. Canteens drained completely empty since yesterday, watching our fragile civilization quickly decay. Solar flares erupting violently in the stratosphere, facing an overwhelming, paralyzing, existential fear.
Temperature climbs high, sky is made of fire, shadows disappear, apocalypse is here. Crimson sun boiling the marrow inside my bone, leaving me completely isolated, entirely alone, scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red, walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead. Surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning hill.
Seeking bridge beneath a crumbling sandstone arch, continuing this incredibly brutal, punishing march. Skin peeling painfully from the ultraviolet exposure, lacking any semblance of emotional composure. Navigating by the alignment of the parched canyon, hoping to encounter a trustworthy, loyal companion.
Drought stealing the moisture from my cracking lip, losing my previously formidable, tenacious grip. Tumbleweeds rolling aggressively across the flat land, burying our memories underneath the shifting sand. Squinting fiercely against the blinding toxic glare, breathing in the heavy smoke-filled stagnant air. Temperature climbs higher, skies made of fire, shadows disappear, apocalypse is here. Crimson sun boiling in the marrow inside my bone, leaving me completely isolated and entirely alone, scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red, walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead. Surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning hill. Are merely cruel illusions of the desperate mind, leaving the verdant pastures of yesterday far behind. We adapt to the magma and the volcanic rock, ignoring the ticking of the doomsday clock. Keep walking, ignore the thirst, push onward, expect the worst. Crimson sun boiling the marrow inside my bone, leaving me completely isolated and entirely alone, scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red, walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead. Surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning hill. Burning out, horizon bleeds, ashes scatter, planting seeds. Burning out, horizon bleeds. Standing boldly upon the jagged, towering ocean cliff, inhaling the phenomenally fresh, intensely salty sniff, watching the incoming swell erase the captor's footprint, seeing the sunlight reflect with a beautifully golden glint, throwing the rusted padlock directly into the deep abyss, blowing my incredibly painful history a final parting kiss.
Constructing a sturdy raft from the scattered washed driftwood, leaving the incredibly toxic, highly oppressive neighborhood, hoisting a remarkably colorful, entirely patchwork sail, trusting that this brand new courageous journey will not fail.
Untying the incredibly thick, restrictive mooring rope, sailing bravely toward an incredibly vast, limitless hope. Breezes blow so strong, riding every wrong compass, pointing true. Sky is crystal blue, tidal freedom, washing every single bit of agony.
successfully without needing a restrictive map, escaping entirely from the incredibly cruel societal trap, letting the magnificent ocean current carry us incredibly far, guided exclusively by the incredibly bright northern star. Albatrosses are flying majestically above our wooden mast, leaving the incredibly painful, heavily burdensome past, drinking the pure, freshly collected, highly restorative rain, washing away the incredibly deep, historically inflicted stain, sailing completely off the edge of the known charted world, watching the magnificent flags of liberty totally unfurled, singing a beautifully resonant, deeply emotional sea shanty, having absolutely nothing but my own undeniable guarantee. Whales are breaching spectacularly right beside the wooden hull, experiencing an incredibly peaceful, beautifully quiet love. The ocean does not recognize any incredibly arrogant king, listening to the remarkably beautiful song the water sing. Breezes blow so strong, right in every wrong compass, pointing true. Sky is crystal blue, tidal freedom, washing every single bit of agony away, embracing the incredibly bright, phenomenally brand new day, navigating successfully without needing a restricted map, escaping entirely from the incredibly cruel societal trap, letting the magnificent ocean current carry us incredibly far, guided exclusively by the incredibly bright northern star. No empire can possibly conquer the incredibly vast open sea. This immense liquid sanctuary belongs entirely to you and me. We are unanchored, completely emancipated, and boldly alive, proving that the incredibly resilient human spirit will survive. Sail away, catch the wind, leave the shore, let it begin. Tidal freedom, washing every single bit of agony away, embracing the incredibly bright, phenomenally brand new day, navigating successfully without needing a restrictive map, escaping entirely from the incredibly cruel societal trap, letting the magnificent ocean current carry us incredibly far, guided exclusively by the incredibly bright northern star. Current pulls, horizon clears, ocean salt dries the tears. Barometers are dropping rapidly inside the capital square. A highly palpable kinetic tension filling up the air. Dark cumulonimbus clouds gathering over the parliament roof, providing the undeniably terrifying meteorological proof.
Winds of radical change are blowing furiously through the gate, delivering a highly necessary, uncompromising, heavy fate.
Lightning strikes directly upon the heavily guarded institutions, sparking a wildly uncontrollable, magnificent revolution. Hurricanes of absolute justice,
Tearing off the expensive doors,
washing away the systemic corruption from the marble floors.
boarding up the windows will not prevent this massive gale. Watching the incredibly arrogant, tyrannical leaders fail. Thunder rolls loud, look at the crowd. Vortex spins fast, regime cannot last. Rebel storm unleashing a terrifying cleansing wrath, destroying everything currently standing in its path. A whirlwind of righteous anger sweeping across the land, taking a highly uncompromising, incredibly militant stand. Let the torrential downpour totally submerge the lies, watching the magnificent, unstoppable cyclone rise.
Tornadoes ripping the fraudulent treaties right into shreds, removing the golden crowns from their undeserving heads. Sirens are completely drowned out by the deafening thunderclap, eradicating the borders drawn upon their colonial map. And the monitors are breaking from the sheer incredible force. Nature is rapidly correcting this deeply flawed course.
Evacuation orders are thoroughly and completely ignored. The marginalized citizens are picking up the discarded sword. Umbrellas offer absolutely zero protection from this hail, exposing the highly corrupted, incredibly fragile scale. A tempest of marginalized voices roaring in perfect unison, invading the highly protected, heavily fortified garrison. Thunder rolls loud, look at the crowd. Vortex spins fast, regime cannot last. Rebel storm unleashing a terrifying cleansing wrath, destroying everything currently standing in its path. A whirlwind of righteous anger sweeping across the land, taking a highly uncompromising, incredibly militant stand. Let the torrential downpour totally submerge the lies, watching the magnificent, unstoppable cyclone rise. Legislate the incredibly violent weather. We are destroying the establishment entirely together. The atmospheric pressure has officially reached its absolute peak, empowering the formerly silent, marginalized and weak.
Sky turns black, wind blows cold, new world born from the old.
Let the torrential downpour totally submerge the lies, watching the magnificent, unstoppable cyclone rise. Storm rages on, wash it clean, fiercest wind ever seen.